What's up, dude? Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Carly Gifford, and on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I post sit-down videos talking about TikTok drama, influencer, beef, celebrity scandals, legit whatever kind of drama I want to talk about. That's what I sit down and talk about, because drama that doesn't affect me or have anything to do with me is my favorite kind of drama to talk about. Right now I don't have a lip balm on. For whatever reason, I've started my videos with saying like what kind of lip balm I'm wearing because I love lip balms and what I'm drinking. This is a nice chai tea latte that I made at home. It is the Tazo chai tea, the Starbucks brand kind of or whatever. And then I use the Oatly oat milk. I don't know why, but this stuff legit tastes so much better with oat milk. I don't know what it is, if it just like combines with the chai a little bit differently or what. And then I'm using the International Delight Vanilla Sweet Cream cold foam like on top that you can just get in a can. I also put it on my hot coffee in the morning. But the chapstick I'm using is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in the vanilla. That's what I've been using lately because that tube is almost empty and I'm trying to use up one at a time as best as I can. So I've been rotating between that one, the Salt Air Lip Oil Balm, and then of course my Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment, which I also love. Okay. Now that we're all the way through that, let's jump into today's video. Okay, so there is a lot of controversy and more stories coming out and whatnot, so I'm probably gonna end up doing a part 2 to this video. So let's just start by establishing who Brie Powers is. So she's an influencer. She's got a pretty good following on TikTok and Instagram as well. She owns like a teeth whitening business and she's essentially like an esthetician. She has this space in downtown Utah. I forgot what town she was in. I'll insert it down here. I just can't think of it right now. Where in Utah. She has a very Utah kind of look, honestly. But anyways, she's like an esthetician. She does a whole bunch of different things. She has like this big kind of commercial space. And she mentioned in one video that one of her goals is to do like a lot of different events there and like pop-up shops, clothing swaps, things like that. Now, because it is in the downtown area, parking is a little difficult, which that'll come up later. So she was on this dating app for Mormons, and so was DJ. Now, DJ is a father. He has one child, but he's not with the child's mother anymore. And DJ is a Marine, and he also owns a company called Frostbite, and it's like freeze-dried food, which is really interesting, I think. So that is like a side gig that he also has that he owns. And since all this controversy with Brie, his brand has really like blown up and done super well. But he was also on the Mormon dating app, and he said that he is no longer a practicing Mormon, but he still wants to be with somebody that has those values. So when you're not a practicing Mormon, I think basically what I gather is it's just that you don't go to the church, but you still hold the values. And there's a lot of other non-practicing Mormons that say the same thing. They're like, it's complicated if you're not a non-practicing Mormon, but if you are no longer practicing, it makes more sense. So I'm not Mormon. I'm not going to try to understand it, but that's essentially what I got of this situation. Now, DJ and Brie both swiped on each other on this Mormon dating app. DJ, of course, saw her profile, thought she was insanely pretty and whatnot, but then he noticed that her phone number for like her personal number is on her profile, and he was like, oh, that could be her business number, but it looks like a personal number. So he texted her and was like, hey, like, not being creepy, I'm just letting you know that your number is on this app and da 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 da, and I don't know if you want it to be or not, but here it is, just so you're aware. And she texts back and says something about how like her rent bill is due and she owes $2,000, but the dollar sign is after the 2,000. Now my brother did that to me one time and I was like, what the heck? But then one of my friends was like, well, but you say $2,000, so some people think it should go at the end because you say dollars after the 2,000, which does actually make some sense. But anyways, so he was like, oh, okay, like I think this is a scam. So he did some more visiting with her and whatnot, and then found out that no, it wasn't a scam. And then she essentially just asked him if he wanted to get his teeth whitened that day, and he was like, well, I just got released, so I would like to go and change out of my uniform, but like it's gonna take a little extra time for me to get there. And she was like, or he said, do you have like a back room or something that I could change in? And she was like, yeah, I do. I have a space that you can change your clothes, whatever. Because he just didn't want to be in his uniform, which totally makes sense. But now his uniform has been blasted all over the internet because of Brie. So he is like, hey, you know, you're downtown. Where can I park? And she goes, oh, there's street parking, whatever. So then he said, it's downtown and I could not find any parking. So he calls her and is like, hey, like, just letting you know, I'm trying to park, but I can't find any. Like, do you think you could possibly step outside your studio and just show me kind of what you're talking about? And she was like, okay, so you're just wasting my time. Like, you can literally park right in front of my store. So then I think he actually like illegally parks and like is gonna run in and just say, hey, I'm not wasting your time. I can't find any parking. Well, Bree says it took him half an hour to find parking. Half an hour or an hour to find parking. And he was like, well, yeah, because it's like really busy and I don't want to park illegally. And she accuses him of just wasting her time and that this was all a planned thing, that he just wanted to waste her time. And then she tries to get a $100 cancellation fee out of him. Now keep in mind the teeth whitening service altogether was $200. And he was like, well, no, you didn't tell me there was a cancellation policy. Like, you literally asked me if I wanted to get my teeth whitened today. And then she starts filming him. And then he says, like, when he's in his pickup and she's filming him, she's standing in the way of the door and whatnot. And he was like, okay, can you please move? Because he didn't want to shut his door and then accidentally hit her. And then it's like an assault charge, you know, which very smart thinking that way. But before he actually got into his pickup, Bree like was taking photos of his license plate and stuff. And he's like, well, I'll make it easier for you. Like, here's my ID. So she got photos of his ID and everything. And like I said, his last name is on his uniform. And then he gets in the pickup and da da da. So then he gets online and like tells this story, which I'll play for you guys at the end of the video. And then Bree also gets on TikTok and like explains her side of the story, which is really weird because the way she's acting in the videos, it's not normal. It's a very strange type of behavior. Like, the camera is shaking. She doesn't really make a lot of sense when she talks. She brings up like a bunch of different things that don't really seem to connect in any way. And like at one point she brings up that both her parents passed away and she was in a foster home, and there was some other stuff that she brought up, but it was like, that doesn't have anything to do with this story at hand with DJ. So they both get online, begin talking, and then now a lot of other people have started coming out about their experiences with Bree in very different capacities. One guy had gone on a date with her, one girl lived with her, one girl was her neighbor, one girl worked with her for a while. I mean, like, there's a lot of different connections to Bree, which is very interesting. So yeah, but essentially that was what was going on. Like, Bree needed money and this guy was gonna like get a teeth whitening service, and she just like kind of freaked out on him. So that's the gist of it in a nutshell. Like I said, I'm going to play DJ's video once I'm done talking, so that way if you guys do just want a brief summary of it, you've already heard it. But I'm gonna have his video and then Bree's video where she is also talking about their, I don't know, encounter with each other. Very strange. But like I said, I'm more than likely gonna do a part 2 for this just because so many different people are talking about it, and I don't want this video to be like 2 hours long because it will be. But that is it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to go and give Frostbite a follow. Check out their products. Let's try to support his business as best as we can. But yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. And now here are all the TikToks from Bree and DJ about the situation. Bye guys.
Yeah, and you agreed to the $199 teeth whitening. You took an hour to show up to your appointment, and I'm telling you it's $100 for a cancellation. You come in, and then you say you're canceling, so I'm saying it's $100 for the cancellation fee for wasting my time.
Sounds good.
Seriously? And this is also going on Instagram where I have 100,000 followers as well. And in the Mormon dating groups of people to avoid as well. Yeah. So I hope this was really worth it to you. You really wasted my time and my energy today.
I hope you have a better day.
Oh, well, I was having a great day until you showed up and decided to waste my time.
Do you mind if I close my door?
I don't mind, ugly fuck. As well. Yeah. So I hope this was really worth it to you. You really wasted my time and my energy today.
I hope you have a better day.
Oh, well, I was having a great day until you showed up and decided to waste my time.
Do you mind if I close my door?
I don't mind, ugly fuck.
So, yeah, I'm done dating. So last week, I saw this girl on Mutual. That's the Mormon dating app, and I'm on there because like you know, I'd like to be with somebody with similar values and, you know, used to be maybe in the church, and so they know where I'm coming from, and I'm very upfront about like that I'm not active and all that. So anyways, I see this girl, very gorgeous. She's got like her business information and her phone numbers on her profile, and she does like teeth whitening and esthetician stuff. So I texted her and I was like, hey, I don't know if you knew, but your phone number's in one of your photos on your dating profile. And then what did I say? I said, maybe it's intentional. I'm very interested in you, so I was thinking if you're game, I could pay you to whiten my teeth, and then if you were attracted to me and we hit it off, I could ask you out on a date. So I sent that on Wednesday. Thursday night, she texts me and she says, I'm getting evicted and I have $2,000 of rent to pay. And she put the dollar sign after, so I'm like, oh, I'm getting scammed. It's a fake profile, you know, it's a red flag. So I like looked her up a little bit, and then I was like, oh no, it's like a legit business. This is her number. And so I just sent her a really nice text, like, you know, I know things are tough for a lot of people right now. I hope things look up for you. Like, if you end up getting evicted, let me know. I'll help you move your stuff out. Didn't hear back from her. And then today, like, right as I was getting off drill, she's like, I charge $199 for teeth whitening. Would you like to do it today? And I was like, oh, I'm about to get off work. That could work for me. So I texted her. I was just like, oh, I'll be in uniform. Is there a place where I could change clothes? Because I don't really want to do it in my uniform, blah, blah. And then, so she sends me the address. And then she's like, it's downtown, so there's only street parking available. And I was like, okay. So at 4:41, I said, sounds good. We just got released, so I can be there in like 25 or 30 minutes. And so she sends me like some directions of how to get there. So at 5:10, what did I tell you? I said 25 to 30 minutes at 4:41. Yeah. So 5:10, so 31 minutes. I was 1 minute late. I was like just trying to find a spot, and I called her because like there's only a couple spots out in front of her, whatever she rents there. And so I was like around the corner. I called her. I was like, hey, to see if one would open up. So, and then I texted her. I was like, hey, will you just see if one of those spots has opened up? And she texted me back. She says, yeah, I have something else to do after this. There's plenty of street parking. I don't know what kind of games you're playing. So now I'm like, oh, I must be in the wrong spot from what she's talking about. So I park my car where I'm not supposed to be parked in front of her thing. It says permit only. And I walk in and I'm like, hey, I must be confused because I don't see any spots open on the street to park in. And she's like, I told you could park over at the Megaplex, with like all this attitude. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pass. And so I turn around and I start walking out the door, and this must not have been her first rodeo, because immediately she starts filming and she chases me out the door. I'm not kidding. She chases me out the door. She runs over to my car, she's like taking pictures of my plates. She's like, I'm gonna call the cops and I'm gonna tell them that, because I told you there's $100 cancellation fee. And I'm like in shock, because I'm like, what is going on right now? So I'm like, okay, yeah, you can call the cops. Here's my ID. Like, because she's like taking pictures of my license plate. I'm like, here, I'll make it easier for you. Here's my ID. You can take a picture of that and you can tell the cops this is who I am and they can look me up. And like, she's just like, I told you there's $100 cancellation fee. And I'm thinking in my head, I didn't really want to get my teeth whitened in the first place. I was just trying to get my foot in the door for a nice date with a beautiful woman. And so she's like standing in the way of my door, so I can't shut it without touching her. And I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna fall for that. So I'm like, hey, can I close my door? And anyways, so I'm closing my door and she's like, you ugly fuck. I'm just like, okay, I'm getting out of here. So then she starts texting me and she's like,
just let it go.
So she sends me $100 request on Cash App. She says, what does she say? She says, I'll be letting them know probably letting me know. I'll be letting you know you're basically blacklisted to all women in Utah now. I texted back, I think I'll be okay, with a smiley face. And then she texts me and she says, I should be charging you the full price, the full $199 for wasting my time, but you can go on ahead and pay the $100 cancellation fee so that this doesn't have to get escalated any further and we can just go about our day and leave each other alone. And I don't respond. Then she sends me a link to a TikTok video that she's like prepped. And she's like, you can pay the cancellation fee or this TikTok video can go viral after I share it to multiple Facebook groups and my Instagram with 140,000 followers. And like at this point I'm driving, so I'm just not even engaging. And this whole time she's calling me. I'm like, I'm not answering the phone. She's psycho. I don't know what kind of mental health medication she's on, but it ain't working for her. She needs to find something else. And then she says, I don't understand why you offered to pay for teeth whitening just to waste my time. I know I should have charged you the full appointment up front like I do with all my other clients before allowing you to come waste all my time and energy. If you're a man at all, you would pay the cancellation fee for wasting my time. I did absolutely nothing wrong and I did nothing for you to treat me that way, and I don't deserve my time and energy to be wasted that you did that. And then she texts me a couple minutes later and she says, sounds like you have a business to frostbite food, so I'm gonna make sure that business does not go well for you. What she doesn't understand is that I have nothing to lose and I probably need that $100 worse than she does right now. So.
And all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah. Frostbite foods. So, oh my gosh. And she's like, I'm gonna blacklist you on all the dating groups. I'm like, girl, I'm done dating, so go right ahead. I'm out. I'm gonna be a passport bro. I'm gonna go find me a nice young Brazilian lady to marry, or you guys can arrange me a marriage. But I am so done. Like, oh my goodness. So. Yeah, that's how my afternoon went, but I'm going to be all over the internet in my uniform. I'm sure they're going to love that, and I should have just hurried and changed before I left, but I was like, oh, so I think I'm cute in my uniform, bro. Stupid. Stupid. So, yeah, anyways.
Oh, my heck.
I think I met somebody possessed today. Like, I told her, oh, here's another text from me. She's, promote your small business, Utah. She's posted me on a Facebook page. His name is DJ Searcy. He apparently owns a business as well called Frostbite Food. He knew I was struggling financially, booked me at my place of business on a Sunday just to waste my time. Oh, girl, that's not quite what happened, but...
Oh, dear.
Anyways, I need to just block her number. So, how did your guys' afternoon go? So, yeah, I'm done dating.
You admitting that you stalked me off of the Mormon Mutual dating app and finding my phone number, my Facebook, and all my information on here is crazy. Yeah, I did remove that information. Thank you for letting me know. That will never happen again. That's actually insane. My information was not meant for people who are not practicing Mormons and members of the church. I attend every Sunday. And in your text message, you blatantly said that you wanted to pay me for teeth whitening, so that way if I found you attractive, we could go on a date after. Clearly I was not like in it. I was like going through a really hard time, but you clearly did say that you were down to come pay me $199 for teeth whitening, regardless of the fact. You took the time and my time and went out of your way after I did not match with you to come and try to show who you were. And I do believe that you did want that video taken. I mean, you agreed to it before I took it. I didn't go run out chasing. I literally took a picture of your license plate and you, because that was agreed upon inside my store when I told you about the cancellation fee, and you said that you didn't want to pay it. So I did follow you out and I took a picture of your license plate and you first before I took that video. So yeah, don't act like I was just crazy and chased you out of the store. Like, that's not what happened.
I can't believe that you're trying to play the victim. You're clearly a single father who doesn't practice the Mormon religion but is on the Mormon dating app, and you're just looking for clout and attention. And most of the attention that you're getting from the women off of my TikTok are single moms that are not Mormon and not going to church every Sunday. And you're not attracting that type of woman by doing this. Like your actions and you showing up to a professional place of business, and like, yeah, you could have paid $100 just to cancel and go about your day, and that's the respectful thing to do, right? You planned on coming here and paying me $199 regardless if I wanted to date you or not. So yeah, if you showed up here and like you didn't like my attitude or whatever, yeah, the professional thing to do is to pay $100. But it just seems like that was your plan the whole time. You wanted to show up in your uniform, you wanted to not pay me for my services, you wanted to waste my time, and you wanted to just get attention so you could try to show me what I was missing out on for not matching with you on mutual. But any classy woman is gonna understand not to fall for those actions.
So, yeah, I'm done dating.
You admitting that you stalked me off of the Mormon Mutual dating app and finding my phone number, my Facebook, and all my information on here is crazy. Yeah, I did remove that information. Thank you for letting me know, and that will never happen again. That's actually insane. My information was not meant for people who are not practicing Mormons and members of the church. I attend every Sunday. And in your text message, you blatantly said that you wanted to pay me for teeth whitening. So that way, if I found you attractive, we could go on a date after. Um, Clearly I was not like in it. I was like going through a really hard time, and but you clearly did say that you were down to come pay me $199 for teeth whitening, regardless of the fact. You took the time and my time and went out of your way after I did not match with you to come and try to show who you were. And I do believe that you did want that video taken. I mean, you agreed to it before I took it. I didn't go run out chasing. I literally took a picture of your license plate and you, because that was agreed upon inside my store when I told you about the cancellation fee, and you said that you didn't want to pay it. So I did follow you out and I took a picture of your license plate and you first before I took that video. So yeah, don't act like I was just crazy and chased you out of the store. Like, that's not what happened. I can't believe that you're trying to play the victim. You're clearly a single father who doesn't practice the Mormon religion but is on the Mormon dating app, and you're just looking for clout and attention. And most of the attention that you're getting from the women off of my TikTok are single moms that are not Mormon and not going to church every Sunday. And you're not attracting that type of woman by doing this. Like your actions and you showing up to a professional place of business, and like, yeah, you could have paid $100 just to cancel and go about your day, and that's the respectful thing to do, right? You planned on coming here and paying me $199 regardless if I wanted to date you or not. So yeah, if you showed up here and like you didn't like my attitude or whatever, yeah, the professional thing to do is to pay $100. But it just seems like that was your plan the whole time. You wanted to show up in your uniform, you wanted to not pay me for my services, you wanted to waste my time, and you wanted to just get attention so you could try to show me what I was missing out on for not matching with you on mutual. But any classy woman is gonna understand not to fall for those actions.
So, yeah, I'm done dating.
You admitting that you stalked me off of the Mormon Mutual dating app and finding my phone number, my Facebook, and all my information on here is crazy. Yeah, I did remove that information. Thank you for letting me know, and that will never happen again. That's actually insane. My information was not meant for people who are not practicing Mormons and members of the church. I attend every Sunday. And in your text message, you blatantly said that you wanted to pay me for teeth whitening. so that way if I found you attractive, we could go on a date after. Clearly I was not like in it. I was like going through a really hard time, but you clearly did say that you were down to come pay me $199 for teeth whitening, regardless of the fact. Honestly, no, I'm not okay. My parents committed suicide when I was a minor, and it says that on my Mormon dating app. He literally is lying, and it's so blatantly clear. He said so himself in his video that he's gonna sue me for claiming that he was Mormon, but yet he was on the Mormon dating app trying to date me. What? How does that make sense? I was that girl that laughed at another girl when she told me that my fiance at the time was a narcissist. She was his ex-wife. I was 21 years old when I got engaged to him. I literally just thought narcissist was a word that people throw around. And it wasn't until 8 months into our engagement when he first pulled my hair. And now, I don't have my daughter because of him. He abused me and kicked me in the stomach my entire pregnancy. Like, I'm only doing this because I'm very educated. I've been in therapy since I was 8 years old. Like, everybody on here telling me, go get therapy, da 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 da. Like, yeah, I know, I'm crazy. Like, we all are. I've been in therapy since I was 8 years old. I'm diagnosed with ADHD. Everyone in my family thinks I'm crazy. Like, I'm literally the black sheep. So it's nothing new. Like, nothing you guys are saying is like new to me. But yeah, like, I wouldn't have what I have now. Yeah, I am obviously struggling. This gay guy I went to Paul Mitchell with, he robbed me of all my life savings last year when I broke my arm, and I've just really been struggling to pay my rent, and I've barely been getting by this year. And honestly, I have switched my motives. I've been focusing more on my nonprofit. That's an education that provides a free education to young adults that aged out of the foster system. I personally passed a law for foster kids when I was 17 years old in the state of Utah. And so it's been my dream to mentor young adults in foster care. And so out of my own time and my own money, I've been funding people and mentoring them here. And that's been kind of like my focus. Also, yeah, like my mental health has gone down this year because of all the bullying and people on social media getting jealous of my success. Yeah, my mental health has gone down. I will say that my mental health is not as great as 2023 or 2024. And especially when you have an ex-fiance from 7 years ago that still can't leave you alone to this day, with diplomatic immunity, by the way. So, yeah. The fact is, I'm willing to take accountability for the parts that I played and the role that I played in it. Yes, I swore. And yes, I called him ugly, and that was wrong and ugly of me to do. But I posted that part, so clearly I was willing to take accountability for it. Clearly I know where I went wrong, but I did try. And I genuinely was trying to give him an opportunity. So I normally do take a deposit, so next time I will do that. I just try to give him the benefit of the doubt because he did find me on the Mormon dating app. So he was talking all Christian-like and holy-like and everything. But basically, yeah, I explained it very well. Like I said, there's street parking there. The first thing I mentioned to him on the phone was the megaplex parking, and instead he purposely parked right here where he knew is just resident parking and walked in. He came inside. I was standing like right there, and then he was like standing right there, and he was asking me, he's like, I don't see the street parking, and I was like, it's right there. And I was like, I also said that you could go to the megaplex from the beginning as well. So I don't understand why it took him 30 minutes to find parking, and especially because he knew that these said residents and that he would get towed there. Like literally, this is the thing that I sent him, like the picture that he's showing on his receipts and texts. Like how is it that hard? Please explain. Like there's 3 parking spots right there, and I literally told him from the beginning he could just park in there, and I have a ticket for it.
Please explain to me why it was necessary for him to text me, to ask me to come outside of my studio, to point to him and show him over there where the street parking was, right there. Please. He was clearly just looking to waste my time and my energy and looking for any excuse to bail out and make me the bad guy and play the victim. And you're giving him exactly what he wants. He literally asked to have me tag him in the video. He literally said he was hoping he would get TikTok followers from this. So quite literally, you're giving it to him. And ladies, just be safe. Yeah, like be safe. I don't really care about him, but the whole point of me posting the video is because I know that other women like me, that are smart and educated and like high value, are going to go to their extreme depths to make sure they're not messing with a complete narcissist or some like man that's going to ruin their life, because if you pick the wrong one, they will mess with you forever. And clearly he's not a Mormon, he's not practicing, and he has a son out of wedlock. That speaks volumes. Like, why are you on the Mormon dating app trying to date Mormon girls if you're not Mormon and you're just gonna degrade them? Anyways, this is the last video of attention I'm giving this loser. And I hope that you guys all have a better day as well. Yeah, kisses. Mwah. Be better, you guys, honestly. Seriously, be better. Like, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Yes, I can take accountability, but he won't. He's perfect, apparently, in God's eyes.
So, yeah, I'm done.
To claim that you dated me is quite the bit of a stretch when I didn't match with you on the mutual dating app and you showed up in your uniform to make it okay to stiff a business owner on her services. Fuck.
Yeah.
No, girl, he never paid me the $100 cancellation fee. But everyone who is kindly, like all 60,000 of you who are kindly offering to pay his $100 cancellation fee, awesome, thank you so much. GoFundMe link in bio. Also, to those who are worried about my rent, $3,500, GoFundMe link in bio. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. But yes, I was expecting the $199 for him to show up and have some money, but the brokey didn't have any money, so I wanted to cancel a fee on the spot. I think that's pretty fair. No lies were told here. You can Google it. It's called the Normalcy Law for foster kids. I did pass that law. I would now like to take the time to talk about something more positive. Something like Unity Crew Foundation, you know, for adult foster kids, survivors of domestic violence. It is all funded by me right now, fully, at this moment. So I am taking donations. I'm taking angel investors for my business. Looking for a $100,000 investor for this artist, content creator studio, or permanent jewelry, gold. Right over here, right by the Megaplex Theater and the Gateway Mall, right there. So easy to find me. Basically, I'm looking for the 100K so I can pay off my 14-month lease and also all my bills for the year that I need, marketing, window stickers, funding kits for the adult foster kids for their education. I have like 15 certifications and different things, but I do mentorship mainly, whatever they want, but I have lots of opportunities, all the way from yoga to teeth whitening to piercings and tiny tattoos and all types of permanent makeups, like 15 different techniques of permanent makeup. Just awesome environment is what I try to create here. This has been a dream of mine for a very long time, and a lot of people know this is my dream and that I've put my blood, sweat, and tear into this, and how I got robbed last year by Bailey's when I went to Palm Mitchell with a guy that I gave a agreement to, like a rental agreement to here. At the time, trying to help him out, and he decided to rob me $22,000 cash. He's admitted to it. He didn't know I was recording, and he admitted to it. And the cops have done absolutely nothing. He's come back here. I filed 4 protective orders this year, called the cops so many times, sent them the evidence that he is admitted to stealing the cash on video, has come back multiple times. They've done absolutely nothing for me. He's actually admitted there's still like 15K in his bank account. So if you guys are so good at that kind of stuff, like petition for Bailey Blackner, the guy that's been to jail twice for stalking 2 of his ex-boyfriends, and to jail for stealing a car in Southern California, and also arrested right out here for beating his ex-boyfriend's dogs like with a baseball bat, but can't be arrested on behalf of me for my $22,000 so they can interrogate him and get me my money back from whether it be his bank account or $22,000 is not like nothing. It's a very huge chunk of cash. And I was gonna buy a mortgage house with it. Like I've been just barely getting by, and yeah, I can barely pay my rent. I will admit I'm broke. I could really use the help. I could really use it. So if you're a friend, you're a family member, you're a stranger, whoever it is, and you're seeing this, I'd really appreciate your donation to the GoFundMe. It is gonna be like an investment in partially like a nonprofit, partially me, partially my business. So it's gonna be a split between those. I can get 100K, $35,000 of it will go to paying off my 14-month lease. This will be divvied out between categories. I would love it if you guys gave me, like, help me out. All you guys are offering to help me out. Wondering if I'm okay. I've never been so financially broke in my entire life. I'm stressed out. I got really sick last month. I thought I was gonna have to have my tonsils taken out. I worked for like 3 or 4 weeks. It's already been a rough year. I thought I got a job at the Gateway as an art teacher, and that didn't work out. I thought I was gonna move to California twice. Family members, that didn't work out. I thought I was gonna go to jail for 60 days, and then they let me out within a day. It's been crazy because I packed up my whole place all in a day, and I've been out, and everything that you guys are bringing up is like old news, old stuff from like 3 years ago, and you're not even up to date on the new crazy stuff in my life. It's pretty crazy. Hi, I'm Bree, and I'm an artist. I love to do art. I'm from Springville, Utah. #1 art in so many different categories. I do photography and makeup and jewelry and bead whitening and piercings and tattoos and all sorts of things. Been published internationally in international magazines. If you think you can help me out like how you did him, definitely have never portrayed myself to be perfect by any means at all. Never portrayed myself to be the perfect Mormon girl. I definitely come from a really hard past, so I don't judge anybody. I feel like I'm someone that can actually really connect with a lot of different types of people and who's very understanding and very unique. I do have ADHD. That's the only type of meds that I take. My prescriptions. I understand the learning disability. I understand what it's like to be different. Also, where I started out did not look as near as cute as this. And that was like literally only years ago. We were in a really tiny cramped space, couture brows. And now she has like 3 or 4 different salons in different states, like Vegas, California, whatever. But it did not look like this. Like years ago when I did my training, like we had a little tiny place in downtown. Like the homeless were there, and it was tiny and cramped. Nothing was pink, it was all black. You have 1,600 square feet here. So much space. We could be renting out this room for photo shoots, models, estheticians, tattoo artists, makeup artists in the other room. More privacy. Preferably wanting someone that just has the 100K cash, ready to hand it over, no stipulation, just angel investment invested into me, 50-50 from there on out. I'm open for negotiations. This place would be awesome for private parties, clothing swaps, launching events, private events, shop events. We always have pop-up shop events over here at the Gateway, so that would be perfect here. I appreciate you, those who checked up on me and made sure that I was okay in person. Thank you so much. Mwah. I hope that you all have a better day for real, like genuinely from the bottom of my heart, actually. Like, I'm so glad that someone's business blew up out of this, and I hope we can all have a great time from it.
Blew this guy's business up from nothing to 100,000 in one day.
All right, guys, the first post-drama order is going out. In this box, I got 2 of these sour Skittles. They're going to Lauren.
Say this video drama happened, I was getting blown up at 4 a.m. Spammed by different texts, like a bunch of different people. My actual business got spammed with fake reviews. My email got spammed.
I have been banned on the mutual app since he found me. Apparently, there were many reports saying I was just there to advertise bussiness and not date. Him admitting he read the death threat and bullying, making jokes and admitting he tried to get clout off me.
To wear. The drama saga and continue to try and get clout from Brie. I think enough is enough. So, thanks, guys.
He agrees to my cancel fee, says, sounds good, but continues to leave and not pay after he actually walked inside my business to cancel.
For a girl in food service, 5'9", red, blonde or brown hair, likes to make stuff, likes to work.
Why would he say he would pay me for teeth whitening whether I wanted to date him or not if he wasn't financially prepared to pay for the service?
I'm just trying to get my foot in the door for a nice date with a beautiful woman. Long night of reading comments on a woman's post, and you take a shower.
He mocks my last post with his product video.
As someone who's trying to get into BYU Business College, here's my take on things. It was definitely a PR setup. He definitely used me and took advantage of me. This is something that was very well thought out and well planned. All jokes aside though, I'm really happy that I could give you more than what you could have brought me into this relationship. That early on, that it would just be so draining for me and a waste of my time and my energy, and that you would be the only one that would benefit from having a relationship with me. Basically, you would me just to get attention from other girls, like you literally specifically say it in this video.
Still single, and if this guy can slide into that girl's DMs, you certainly can slide into mine, and I'm go right ahead. More power to you. I'm the guiltiest of the guilty of all that. It's unbelievable.
Really worth it to you?
We just want to make sure you knew that this person has been banned from Mutual for violating our community guidelines. She shouldn't be able to do this to anybody in the future, so hopefully that helps make you feel a little bit better.
Someone made multiple reports about me doing business on Mutual 2 weeks ago, which led to me being permanently banned. Hi Mutual, I'm the girl that you banned on behalf of DJ 2 weeks prior to that video coming out, actually. You guys actually permanently banned me on behalf of DJ before I even tried to give him the opportunity to show up to my place of business. So before this video even happened, you guys banned me on behalf of DJ because he reported that I was doing business on the app and I didn't match with him and he was being rude and petty. So, that's interesting. I do have email conversations going back and forth with me and Mutual support over and over again. There has been many reports made about me in the past. People were reporting that I was married, some other things, or I wasn't responding quick enough, things like that. And I'm a pretty girl. Sometimes it was taking me 2 weeks to respond to people. So I'd get back on the app and then I would be permanently banned because people were mad that I didn't respond to them quick enough or whatever. And so I am gonna ask the Mutual app to permanently unban me. It is a little bit ridiculous that you are siding with a non-Mormon that literally said on this app he was gonna sue me for claiming he was LDS when he literally claims he was on the LDS looking for me. So you're publicly supporting a narcissist and a liar that has lied blatantly in his videos over and over and over again.